Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dave Neal here, stand-up comedian and host of Bachelor Recap, a Guy's Review. Happy Hump Day, everybody. We made it to Wednesday. I got a couple topics I'm going to talk to you guys about today in the Bachelor universe. The first is golf course bullying. And then the second, Sarah Trott has a boyfriend. Did she have this boyfriend before and after she went on The Bachelor? Was she dating him the whole time? I'll get into the Sarah Trott story, but first, Dale Moss and the case of the golf course bullying. There's nothing worse than getting bullied, but getting bullied from a putting green, that cuts deep. That's about the height of privilege. So what happened here, we'll get into. Well, actually, let's just play the video. Let's play the video, and then afterwards, after we see Victoria getting bullied, I'm going to play the response video from the guy in Matt James' crew who did the bullying. He's actually double downing on his stance like any good New Jersey bro. He admits no fault and just digs deeper. He twists the knife. So we'll get into all that. Let's start this right here. You know, Bachelor Nation .scoop has become my go-to place on Instagram. This sounds like an ad read, but it's not. So if anybody's out there catching this video and they go, less talking and more letting them speak, just go to their Instagram, watch it from them if you don't want commentary. This is a commentary channel, so that's what this is. So anyway, let's get right into it. Let's see the initial video. This is from the Bachelor Scoop Instagram, but this was also posted either by Matt James or by one of his friends. Somebody in his crew had posted this initial video. I believe it's been deleted at this point. There's the audio.
You ain't got it, Matt. You ain't got it. Matt's about to seal the deal for the win, baby. Let's go.
So this is a hype video for his final putt.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're trying to get in his head is what they're doing.
For the win, baby.
Well, pretty much for the win. Careful now.
Look at Jerry all nervous and shit.
That's Jerry behind him. That's the guy. He said, "How is Victoria's body?" So, you know, it's not rare for a guy to be trying to psych his buddy out. Although I must say, I think most people go to the golf course for some serenity. This sounds like the complete opposite, you know. But he goes, "How's Victoria's body?" He's in his typical New York garbage man delivery, you know, dressed like he's in Miami Vice, and he's okay for trying to psych out Matt James. But the approach, he's basically shaming a contestant who's already getting sort of bullied herself. She is a bully. We'll get into that. She's done things. I mean, it's certified bully. But an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, I think, is an appropriate Gandhi saying that we should share right here. It doesn't help anybody. The question that I have with this video is, was Matt James, was he still focusing on his putt? Did he hear what he said? And if so, it's one thing to hear your buddy talk some trash. It's another to let this out into the world. It's another to not have the sort of emotional intelligence to understand maybe this won't go over well with the world. You know, there's a reason when they say something's locker room talk, it's because it's left to a confined area. I'm not endorsing locker room talk. I'm saying traditionally it stays put in an area where it's not offending the other person. You know, I've had plenty of people reach out to me hating on Victoria, but they're not doing it on a public platform. So bullying has to bring the other person in on it. Otherwise, it's just trash talking. So he went from trash talking, shaming her body, to bullying when this was aired with the world. That's when the line was officially crossed. You can debate all day long whether or not he should have made the comment in the first place. In worlds pre-social media, we just wouldn't have known that he made that comment. So to be as naive to think that these comments didn't exist beforehand, that would be on your naivete, because this exists. This exists on the golf course, the back doors of the courtrooms, the executive lounges. This will exist. Again, doesn't make it right, but let's not pretend like this world doesn't exist. You know, I'm just being overcautious right now because I know someone's going to comment. So you're saying that you endorse? No. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Because when I look at her, it doesn't look nice. And you've been making out with this woman.
Could someone pull the pin for me?
Jerry?
Come on, Matt. You go. Just miss it.
For the win, mate.
What kind of putter is that? Who gave you that?
Victoria, the queen.
And then look at that. All right, so the video ends before he even putts.
Yo, Jerry's cheating. Those Colombian strippers keep texting you.
All right, so the fact that we don't even get to see if he hit the hole, the putt is kind of annoying because you know what I mean. It's like, let's finish what's happening here. But first of all, as a side note, this isn't a diss on Jerry the Don. I come from New England. I'm a Rhode Islander. I always say this about Bostonians. I hate Bostonians that like lean into the accent. You know what I mean? Like in some places, an accent just becomes sort of like a badge of honor. So Jerry the Don's over here saying, "But you made out with her. So if you made out with her and your body doesn't line up, what's it gonna be?" You know, he like talks like, you know. But maybe that's just who he is. Maybe that's who he is. So anyway. That went super viral. That got picked up by everyone. Basically, the stories were Matt James, his crew's body shaming, bullying, and that is correct. I mean, the stories don't lie. A lot of times you read these stories and it's like, there's some innuendo to it, and you go, oh well, like that's not what happened. But here's, you made fun of Victoria's body, and then everybody laughed. It's almost worse when this happens than someone just making fun of someone bullying them. To get the laughter. Laughter can mean a lot of things, so I don't want to say exactly what it means here. It can be a nervous tension breaking, but laughter can also mean agreement. We laugh at jokes because we the neural pathways hit, and we go, ha ha, I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? So by laughing, they're sort of agreeing with his stance on it, that they see her that way. Now, I'm not going to get into the game, but as a bully, she's asking for the critique. Look, like I said, it's just an ugly world we get into when we start, throwing haymakers at the bully. This isn't one of those punching up bullies. This isn't like we're making fun of Amazon. This is still a woman in her 20s. And if you want to be the guy who body shames the bully, that's just on you. That's just what you're going to be. Let's see what his response is. It's kind of long, but it's, I want to give this guy credit. He has a sense of humor. He's funny. He definitely leans in to because I live in a world where you can still think someone is funny, even if what they said was not. You know what I mean? Let's just watch this.
For those of you who don't know me, I go by Jersey Jerry, also known as the Don.
The Don.
Here's my story. Now, me and a few buddies, we get the chance to go play a round of golf with the current Bachelor, Matt James, down in Jupiter, Florida. During this golfing event, a video breaks out. It gets leaked. It's all over E! News, the Cosmopolitan, a bunch of Bachelor fan pages get their hands on the video. Now, in the video, which I'll post, it's me and Matt James on the putting green. Matt's attempting a putt to win the round, and all I'm trying to do is get inside Matt's head. So I asked him, I said, how...
Trying to get inside somebody's head at what becomes the expense of somebody else. So getting inside someone's head is not necessarily the crime. It's the exporting and uploading of this video. I don't believe this was a live video where you can't take it back. I don't believe that. I think this was a story. Am I right? I could be wrong. Let me know, because it's been reposted so many times. So, when someone posts a live video, it's like, look, we laughed, but we didn't mean to post it. The guy just said something. It's like, I don't know, maybe Jerry the Don, whatever his name is, Jersey Jerry, whatever he is, maybe he wasn't saying it with the intent that it would go everywhere. But again, we're sort of trying to analyze what actually happened, and it doesn't make it not bad for how it looks.
How's Victoria's body? Because to me, it's really nothing special. And you've been making out with this woman.
Doubles down.
Let's get one thing clear. You're lucky the Don is about to respond.
Oh boy, God's gift to the world. The Don.
I really don't
good editing
regret
skills
it whatsoever.
From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
And here's why. Now, I see Victoria in the comments section. She's liking people's comments who are calling me a bully, and I find that kind of ironic. Since I've been watching this show, the only real bully I see is the self-appointed, let's make that clear, self-appointed queen, Victoria.
You are a New Yorker now.
I'm gonna call myself a New Yorker. I've lived there for 3 years now.
And there she is.
Hey.
Excuse me, princess, but the queen is here. Okay.
Before you point the finger at me, before you come at the Don, make sure you got your ducks in a row. During this season of The Bachelor, you have been the most ignorant, obnoxious,
True.
self-entitled person on the show.
True.
I think you are a bitch, and if you try to shut me down again, I probably wouldn't.
You interrupt people's dates. You make up stories to try to look better and win over Matt's heart.
These are all points.
You even tell a girl who's trying to have a serious conversation with you that she's a bitch and she better not try to shut you down. I got news for you, Victoria. You're about to get shut down by the Dawn.
The Dawn. This is strange, folks. This is 2021. We thought 2020 was weird.
Went as far as a contestant had to go home because of the way you treated her.
True.
Now that's a real bully. Real queens, they don't rob the local Publix for $250 in groceries.
It's a good point.
And makeup.
These are points.
Real queens take care of their feet. And real queens
I don't get it.
fix each other's crowns. It was always Jersey Jerry. It was never Victoria. For those of you who don't know me, I go by Jersey Jerry, also known as the Don. Here's my story. Now,
Oh, it's repeated. Sorry, I didn't realize the story was just gonna play on loop. Look, guys. All right, this isn't that complicated to me. You know what I mean? He decided to do like what essentially is like an all lives matter type of thing. Look, she's a bully. She bullied on the show, this and that. Absolutely. But you don't get to attack her because she bullied. Leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. You don't, just talking to Jersey Jerry or whatever his name is, Jerry the Jersey Don, Donnie Jersey Jares. You just don't get to. It's not one of those arm for an arm, eye for an eye things. You just can't because look, man, come on, you're on a golf course, but look, I think I've explained myself. All those points lined up, like in the court of law, yes, she was a bully. Yes, she drove Sarah off the show. Yes, she stole from a Publix. Yes to all these things. But it doesn't make it right. Like, it's still not worth it. You're doubling down. I get it. It's an ego thing. It's a social media thing. You're a provocateur. I get it. I get all of it. I'm not gonna throw all these other guys under the bus for laughing. Whichever of Matt James' friends decided to post this video, you got to have a serious talking to him. Be like, are you guys gonna protect me? Right now. Because this guy, Matt James at the least is guilty of not stopping it hard on the spot. Dude, too far, stop. He's guilty of that. Anything more than that, I can't really, you know what I mean? It wasn't out of his mouth. Jerry Don made it sound like they had never met the guy before. Either way, you got to be careful with who you are. A direct reflection of who you surround yourself with. That's the bottom line. You're direct. Like, I've got buddies that like I can't take to certain nice dining places because they're going to be tacky loud and I can't trust they'll be okay. Like, we've all got that buddy we can't bring, we can't hang out with our lady because you just don't trust that he's not going to say something really wrong or off color. And it's like, you just have to manage these people. So yeah, so this whole story, let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, comment below, and let me know. I'm going to jump stories over here to a Sarah Trott because this is interesting to me. And if something's interesting to me, I always want to talk about it. So we're going to go over here to Sarah Trott. This is also on BachelorNation.scoop. I think the Sun initially reported it. So let's read this story about her boyfriend she had before going on the show and after going on the show and what we think about it. My hot take, my lukewarm take here, is that maybe she was dating a guy before the show. She didn't love him. She wanted to weigh out her other options because she wasn't married. And then she went back to something that was familiar to her. You know what I mean? So let's read it. Bachelor contestant Sarah Trott has been dating well-known musician DJ Bijou. I studied French before and after pursuing a relationship with Matt James, sources exclusively told The Sun. Steamy pictures obtained by The Sun show the duo getting frisky on a boat together while vacationing in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, weeks before she left for the show in August 2020. The couple appears to be hand in hand as they have an intimate chat in the water. In another Snapchat, San Diego native Sarah posted her own picture from the trip without her man, but posted on the same boat in Cabo, wearing the same swimsuit, same sunglasses and earrings in the other photos. One source who was present during the Mexican getaway and close with the pair told The Sun that Sarah, 24, has been seeing Ben Dorman, known as DJ Bijou, since early July last year. there's the photo. So it's very interesting, isn't it? How, like, just naturally we love being detectives. We love true crime stories. We love gossip. We love all these things. My whole thought here, and I don't come from this in a place of morality, but I don't want gossip for the sake of gossip. Like, it begs a good question. Could she have dated this guy beforehand? Casual. He's he's kind of maybe, and I'm just projecting. Maybe he's a sleazebag because he's a DJ. Maybe he cheated on her. Maybe all these things. I'm not accusing him of this. I'm just saying you're gonna date a DJ. I make fun of this stuff all the time. If you're gonna date a DJ or a booty Instagram photographer, just expect that lifestyle to come with it. It might not be the type of guy that's gonna be straight and narrow, vanilla bread like Ben Higgins or something. So they dated beforehand, then they dated after. And are we willing to believe that she went on the show for fame like a Jed was accused of, Jed Wyatt? Or maybe she just wasn't that into the guy. You know what I mean? But maybe the guy's got a hookup, a residency in Cabo San Lucas. Maybe he's got a free flight and she's like, I'll go down there. You know what I mean? She's in her mid-20s. Are we okay? I think people can casually date. What are your thoughts on this? I'd love to hear from the older generations. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on dating outside of, like, not being settled down in a committed relationship. Is it fine? Obviously the optics of this, they make a story out of it because, like, oh, she had a boyfriend all along. Have none of you guys dated somebody and then a couple months later you date him again because it's, winter's coming and you don't have a better option? Have we not all been there? Is this crazy? Anyway, folks, so I didn't know what Bijou meant. Like I said, I studied abroad in France, but I don't know all the words. We know Bisou is the kissing, but Bijou, I looked it up. It's a small, exquisitely wrought trinket. So I don't know if a small trinket is a good DJ name. You know what I mean? He's a lady in the streets, but DJ Bijou in the sheets. Is that a bijou in your pocket or are you just happy to see me? Like, I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, kind of a non-story to me, but people have been talking about it. Sarah gets a lot of hate. She's dated some other celebrities, whatever. What are you going to judge people for living in Los Angeles or Southern California and they end up dating someone that's got this high-profile lifestyle? I mean, I think that goes a little too far into the gossip world that I'd like to steer away from and actually talk about things of substance. So the substance to the Sarah thing is, unless we find out she had a ring on that finger, we don't know what her establishment was with him. I think we get so excited when we find clues, but this is a non-story from me. Now, I've got another story coming out in a couple hours where I'm going to share updates from Dale Moss and Claire. These are things that they've said in the last couple of days about their relationship because I guess we're just, resorting to Easter egg hunts where we just pick one soundbite after another. Can we just get, them both on a podcast for an hour and figure it out? Or don't, but there's the little clues. Like, it's like a battle of, who's going to show up being the good person here. Spoiler, it's Claire. I think she won the dump so far. Usually it's whoever gets dumped. That's the one who wins that. And then, of course, if you're around tomorrow, thank you so much for all the congratulations. I just hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm doing a 10-hour live stream tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I know that sounds crazy. Dip on in. Check it out. See if I'm still breathing. Hopefully my voice doesn't go. And I'll be on there. And the link is in the description if you want to hit the alert button and be ready for that. But that'll be all day tomorrow. I'll be talking about a ton of Bachelor stuff. I'm taking phone calls. I've got a couple phone calls coming in from past Bachelor contestants and other people that recap the show. So that'll be fun. But anyhow, folks, stay kind to others. And don't forget, an eye for an eye makes a whole world blind. Let's not double down on the hate. Come on, go call your mothers and let's have a good day. Bye, everybody.